Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone out there, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to this morning's wake and stretch where Zeus is trying to eat my mat. Hey. So this morning, as you can see, I'm inside again. I shared a quote a little while ago on my Instagram feed. It's not a quote, it was an affirmation. And it was, I am flexible and open to new experiences. This dog is gonna eat my mat a lot. Hey. So I'm gonna sit over here and I'm gonna chat with you from here. So Zeus and I are inside so that he does not interrupt my husband during his work today. So I'm being flexible and open to new experiences. So this morning's wake and stretch is inside. It is sunny out today, or this morning. I don't know how long it'll last, but thankful for the sunshine. Also thankful for the rain. All right. So I do have music for this morning. Ow, Zeus! No biting. Here. As long as he'll settle down. He just ate his breakfast, so he won't be eating me this morning. And apparently my mat is his bed. Hey. So yeah, this is where we're at today. How are you feeling? What's been going on with you? We're just chilling out here in Sri Lanka, doing my yoga thing, visiting with you guys, making sure this dog doesn't eat my mat. All right, so this morning I think what I'm going to attempt to do is another gentle flow of sorts. I'm also going to try to avoid going upside down today, so a little bit of inversion free. Doesn't mean that you'll miss out on anything by not going upside down. I'll give you the option if you're going to practice with me. If you'd like to do down dog, by all means, go for it. I'm just not going to do that this morning. Hey, Zeus. Here. So, with that said, and make sure that one of his toys is in his mouth and not my mat towel. I'm going to push play on the music. Oh, I can hear him behind me. All right, here we go. Hopefully you can hear the music and me at the same time. And there we go. He's such a jokester. Okay. I'm going to start in a seated position, maybe. Ow! I try to focus in on my breath. I call Zeus my baby dinosaur because he makes dinosaur noises. Ow! Staying for the breath for just a little bit longer. Letting the eyes gently blink open. Hands connect to the knees and a little seated cow and cat. So inhaling, lifting the heart first. And then exhaling and curling. Do your best to follow the breath pattern and not the tempo of the music. Very difficult for me being a dancer, but I'm trying to break that habit just a little bit. Not that it's a bad habit, but I like to be flexible. Coming up to a nice neutral spine. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up, interlacing the fingers. Exhale where you need. Nice big stretch here. Feel free to tilt from side to side, whatever works for you. Moving into a twist from here to the right. Gently coming through center and twisting to the other side. Inhaling, coming through center. Exhale, folding forward, supporting yourself with your hands, your arms, making sure the sit bones are connected to the mat. Staying for just a few more breaths. Gently rolling up through the spine. And moving into tabletop. I think the big fuzzy baby has finally fallen asleep, although he still hears me. Alright, so coming into tabletop. A few cows and cats. Get a little deeper into the spine. One more round. Coming to a nice neutral spine and pressing back to child's pose. Any organization of the arms is fine. Gently coming back up into tabletop. Right leg extends behind, ball of the foot onto the mat. Gently press back into that heel. So you get a stretch through the calf, behind the knee, the ankle, perhaps the hamstring. Gently shift it over so that you're pushing through the foot. And then exhale, press it back. Inhaling forward. Exhaling, pressing back. One more time. And coming back to a nice neutral spine, inhale the right leg up, and then exhale, step it through, find your low lunge, your favorite low lunge. So if you'd like to stay square to the front, if you'd like to twist it around to the right, if you want to come into more of a lizard pose, however you're feeling this morning is good. Oh, I just remembered today's a full moon. So after this, we'll move into the full moon. We'll move into the Moon Salutation. Alright, so gently coming back into your tabletop. Extending the left leg back, tucking the toe. And gently pressing back into the heel. A nice stretch through the back of the leg, the knee, calf, the ankle. Keeping the belly lifted so the spine stays long. And now shifting forward on your inhale. Gently press back into the heel. 2 more times. And coming back to neutral in your weight and lifting up the back leg. It doesn't have to come high. Take a nice full inhale. Exhale, stepping it through, finding low lunge on this side. Try to do the same variation or similar as you did on the first. Gently bringing yourself back to tabletop. Pressing back to child's pose for a few breaths. Hi Zeus, it's okay, buddy. And gently bring yourself up onto the balls of the feet so that you're in a squat. Inner thighs are pulling together. Feet can touch or not, doesn't matter. Just let yourself kind of slump over. This can provide a nice stretch through the bottoms of the feet and continue up through the Achilles tendon to the calf muscle. It also gives your spine a nice opening because you're curled forward. And from here, roll up through the spine, sit bones connect to the heels, and find a squat balance. Let your gaze go out in front of you. See what's in front of you. Bring the hands together. Press yourself up to standing. Okay. So as I said, we'll move into the Moon Salutation. If you've not done this with me before, I'll talk through it the first time. It's two-sided, so it goes one way and then it goes back the other way. And you do that on both the right and the left sides. And this is something that I'll probably repeat 2 or 3 times for the full Moon Salutation. Once I get to the final round, I'm not going to say anything, I'm just going to move through it so that I can connect to my breath as well. And that maybe if you've not done this before, you can see the fluidity of the salutation. So this starts up at the top of the mat in a nice Tadasana, feet either separated or together, whatever you need. Arms come overhead, interlace the fingers, everything except for the pointer fingers. You're going to point that straight up to the air. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, lean over to the left. Press down to the right foot. Inhale through center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale up through center. Exhale, release the arms, step back with the right foot. And turn the toes so you're facing the side edge. Take a nice star pose. And then exhale, bend the knees and find goddess. Stay here for a couple breaths. Do your best to keep the belly lifted. Knees are tracking over the toes. From here, straighten the arms and legs. Turn the left toes in, right toes out. And you're going to find triangle pose. Does not have to be the deepest triangle pose ever. It can be shallow to begin with. Staying for a few breaths. From here, moving into Parsvottanasana. So bring yourself up to vertical just for this transition. Turn your hips to the back edge of your mat. The back leg is outwardly rotated, the front leg is parallel. Inhale the arms up. Now I said I'm going to go inversion free today, so I'm not going to go all the way down. You can bring your fingers all the way down to the mat if you'd like. I'm going to try to keep my head up either in line with my heart or above it. This gets a nice stretch through the right hamstring. Again, staying for a few breaths. From here, we come into a low lunge. Fingertips down to the mat. Slide the back leg further back and let the knee release down. Inhale the arms up to the thigh or sweep them up by your ear. Then allow the hands to come down to the inside of the front foot. Tuck the back toe and flip into a side lunge. So you're staying on that right leg. Your weight is on the right foot. The left leg is straight, heel down, and then gently let yourself pitch forward. So my pelvis is going back, so I get a nice stretch through the inner thigh. You can fold all the way forward if you choose, or you can stay up on your hands. One more breath. walk it across through goddess to the other side. Finding the side lunge, weight now on the left leg. Letting the pelvis tilt back. Like you're sticking your tail out. One more breath here. And then bring yourself upright if you weren't there already. Flip so that you're facing now the front edge of your mat and find your low lunge on this side. Arms sweep up or come to the thigh. So from here we're coming into Parsvottanasana. It's a little trickier to get there from your low lunge, especially if there's a dog head in your way. So you want to hop the back foot forward a bit, bring the spine halfway up, back legs outwardly rotated, front legs parallel, and then fold forward from the hips so that the spine stays long. From here, finding triangle pose. Ideally, you would not move your feet. I'm trying to manage this baby dinosaur that's curling up with me. And gently come up out of your triangle pose, find your goddess. What is your deal, man? Coming into star pose first, and then bending the knees and the arms. And finding goddess. Yep, now that's a picture right there. From here, straightening the arms and the legs, and then step up to the top of the mat. And that's one cycle. So the second part of the cycle is with the other leg. And I'm actually going to move this a little bit so that we can see each other a little bit better. All right, so on this next one, you'll see my back a little bit more. But now that we've gone through it more time, I'm going to say less. Inhale, excuse me. Inhale, sweep the arms up, interlace the fingers, pointer finger sticks up. Exhale where you need. Inhale, lengthen through the body. Exhale, lean over to the right. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, release the arms. You're going to step the left foot out to the side to find your star pose to start. And then exhale, goddess pose. Stay for a breath. And inhale, bring it up, find triangle pose. So your left hand is going to come down to the left leg. Hey, hey. Please don't chew my mat. From here, finding Parsvottanasana, squaring off and folding forward. Then lowering down the back knee, finding your low lunge. Okay, stop. Then flipping into your side lunge. Side lunge, switch over to the other side. And flipping into your low lunge. And from here, Parsvottanasana. Zeus. And triangle pose. Coming up through vertical, face the side edge of your mat. And find star to goddess. Who are you? You're Zeus. Zeus. Coming up through vertical and stepping up to the top of the mat. He is not making this easy. Hey. Take a few breaths up there in Tadasana. I'm going to attempt to go through this again with less words and more breath. So at the top of your mat, inhale, sweeping the arms up, interlace the fingers. Exhale where you need, and then inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center, exhale left. Inhale through center, release the arms, goddess pose. Finding triangle right away, inhaling up, turning the toes. I don't eat my foot. And then moving into Parsvottanasana, flipping the hips to find the squareness. And then low lunge. Finding side lunge. Switching to the other side. Don't eat my foot. Low lunge. Facing the front edge of the mat. Parsvottanasana. Triangle pose. Goddess. And stepping up to the top of the mat. Moving right onto the second side. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale up to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, step it back. Find your goddess pose. Find triangle, facing the back edge of the mat. You are a pain in the ass. Parsvottanasana. Low lunge. Side lunge. Other side lunge. Low lunge, facing the front. Parsvottanasana, as long as you don't have a German Shepherd on your back leg. Triangle pose. Goddess. Stepping up to the top of the mat. So that's 2 full rounds. You can take a break here. You can take a sun salutation here if you'd like. Trying to be flexible with this dude right here. Not sure what his deal is. It was so good yesterday, just all right. I'm going to attempt the final moon salutation. If he'll let me. Hey, you have your own mat. You have your own mat to chill. Don't chill my mat, okay? Sorry, I'll start in a minute. This is the way it goes sometimes. Home practice can be interrupted by anything. Spouses, children, animals, or your own mind, right? In this case, it's obvious. Just need a little bit of attention. All right, it's okay, buddy. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna try to soothe this little beast, and I will talk you through doing the Moon Salutation one more time because that's what I started with. So, coming up to the top of your mat, Tadasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, interlace the fingers. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, step the right leg back, face the side of your mat, and come into goddess pose. Find your way to triangle, Trikonasana. And then move into Parsvottanasana, squaring off to the back edge of your mat. Low lunge. Arms can sweep up or stay on your thighs. And then bring the arms down to the inside of the front foot. Find side lunge. Gently shift over to the other side lunge. Then low lunge. Arms can stay on the thigh or sweep up by the ears. Finding Parsvottanasana, standing on both feet, keeping the hips square to the front edge of your mat. And then triangle pose. Coming up to goddess, facing the long edge, the side of your mat. And then stepping up to Tadasana, top of your mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up over your head, interlace the fingers. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale through center, exhale, lean to the right. Inhale through center, release the arms, step the left foot back, and find your goddess pose. From here, finding triangle facing the back of your mat. Gently switching to Parsvottanasana, facing the back edge of your mat. Left leg is in front and folding forward. And finding your low lunge from here. Arms to the thigh or sweep the arms by the ear. Bring the hands down to the inside of the front foot. Find your side lunge, flipping the hips. And switching to the other side lunge, walking through goddess. Turning to face the front edge of your mat, find low lunge. Moving into Parsvottanasana, adjusting the back foot as you need. Then triangle pose. And moving into goddess. And stepping up to the top of the mat and finding Tadasana. So from here, I've already found my way to a seated position, as you can see. This big boy just needed some extra belly rubs. So come down to a seated position. We'll do a little bit in the arms. During full moon, it's nice to open up the chest and between the shoulder blades as well. So as long as he'll let me. It doesn't matter how you sit. If you want to sit cross-legged, if you want to sit in a straddle, on a chair, on a bolster, whatever it is, however, it doesn't matter. Bring your arms out to the side to a T and take eagle. Right arm underneath the left, flip back. Bless you, Zeus. If this is not possible for you, you can modify it and just hug. Just make sure that your elbows are stacked. Be mindful that the arms are 90 degrees and the fingers are just pressing together. I know, buddy, I know, it's okay. And from here, let the chin gently lower down towards the chest. Turn a little bit so that you can see. And then inhale, lift the head and the chest. On the exhale, bring it in. So it's a little bit like cow and cat for the upper spine. Bring back to neutral once you finish whatever round you're in. Gently release and open to goddess. So squeeze the shoulder blades together. This is the opposite action. Let the arms release, roll the shoulders a little bit. And taking eagle on the other side. So just make sure you have the opposite arm underneath. Stay for a few breaths. From here, exhale the chin to the chest. Keep the arms parallel with the shoulder. And then inhale, lifting the head. Exhale, curling it down. Inhale, lifting it up. One more time. Bring it back to neutral. Exhale, release the arms. Give a nice squeeze behind so the shoulder blades feel like they're pulling together. Gently release the arms. Give them a good roll. So if you happen to be near a wall or a chair or a door frame, take one arm and bring it behind you. We're going to get a nice stretch through the chest here. So the hand is roughly the height of the shoulder. I don't know if you can see it there behind me. But find a comfortable angle so that you don't feel any pinching or pain. We're just trying to get a nice stretch through the pecs and the deltoid muscles. And if you're standing, feel free to adjust how close or far away you are from the wall. If you're seated, then you just gotta boogie your butt so that you can be comfortable. And when I say boogie your butt, I hope you know what I mean, like move yourself closer or further away from the wall. And then gently release. Just let your arm hang out for a second. Notice what it feels like. And gently switch to the other side. Gently release the arm down, let it hang out for a few seconds. Feel what you're going to feel. And then from here, feel free to either take Shavasana and lay flat. I don't particularly want to move into that right now because I will disturb the beast. Otherwise, if you don't want to lay flat, you can prop yourself up so your head is higher, or you can stay seated. And we'll stay here for a few moments and just breathe. Your eyes can close. If you're against a wall, feel free to sit up against it so you have the support. Feel free to stay in Shavasana longer if you'd like to. If you are ready to get up, then start to deepen your breath. Find energy in the fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles. Give a nice stretch through the body. And And then gently hug the knees in toward your chest and give a gentle rock from side to side. Roll onto your right side into fetal position using the right arm as a pillow. And then gently press yourself up to a seated position with either the hands on the heart and belly or pressed in prayer by the heart. Take a few more moments here checking in with your breath, your body, and how you're feeling after doing those the moon salutations. The focus is a lot on the hips and the legs. And give a few moments of gratitude, something you're thankful for today. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. So I'm going to try to very carefully peel myself away from Zeus. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. So, I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you for bearing with the nonsense that, or maybe I shouldn't say nonsense because it is kind of fun when Zeus comes in and plays. But at any rate, I feel like I need to say something about the floor because I took some pictures yesterday of Loki and posted them, and somebody said that it looked like a murder scene. So our floors are naturally a red cement, and when we moved into this house, we didn't like the red, so we painted it gray. But now all of that paint is peeling up and it's revealing the red, which looks like blood, unfortunately. But it is not, I can guarantee you that. It is dry, it is cement, there, no blood, no blood. The other sound that you hear right now is that chirping. And that's an actual animal here in Sri Lanka. It is not my ceiling fan, as my mother pointed out to me, and she thought it was. At any rate, so another day. I hope you enjoy it, make the best out of it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Bye.